Hello, I'm Randy Veitenheimer, and it's a very cool, nice day in Central Park in New York City. Today is episode 2 on Questions Answered, and these are questions that my audience and followers have sent to me in reference to quantum effect, where I am the host on Gaia.com. I really appreciate the questions we get. Really appreciate people that are interested in the subjects that we're talking about. You can go to Gaia.com and see the episodes where these questions are originating. Today's question is on creativity and how do you create reality. This is a question that I've looked at before and given a class or two on in the past, and so today I thought I would walk you through really how you create reality and what that means. The best way to learn these techniques is to find someone who actually practices and teaches them. One of the first things that occurs is the idea of intention. Think about it as holding something in mind. Most people are not capable of holding one single thought in mind for any significant length of time. And it's, again, an exercise that can be practiced. So intention becomes something that becomes an exercise. It becomes a meditation. It becomes a focus. It requires some energy. It requires some neutrality. All those things require somebody to learn. You don't usually have those. You have those to any great extent. You may have them innately, but again, all these things come into a position of practicing something that yields a result. So intention alone won't give you a result as far as creating your own reality. A lot of people teach that. Oh, you just have to have intent. But it just doesn't work as well as people maybe would want to or like to. But it's what we start with. It's the idea that you're going to hold in mind as some achievable outcome or goal. The second thing in this list is action. All intention without action doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't produce a change in reality. You can intend all day, all night, all week, all year, but without some actions to move you in the right directions, and the direction is set by intention. So now we have intention and we have an action that occurs in reality. It can't occur just in your mind. That's the problem. A lot of people think they can accomplish all this just strictly through their intellect. The intellect is insufficient. The third thing is energy. It is the primary power through which our intention and our actions are brought into this physical reality, and to bring also that which is non-physical reality, or zero reality, as I explain in my videos. So these are the first 3 things that should be kept in mind. Have a goal, have an intention, have an action that supports that. So every day you should be able to say, today I did this to support that intention and that action to create that reality, and I gave it this much energy. So energy is the power behind our intention and our actions. Every day we should expend energy on our intention and our actions. Number 4 is mindfulness. Mindfulness is, in my language, to be neutral, to actually create a null void state, a state of no connection to anything else except the first 3 things in this list. When we create a null state, a state of mindfulness, now we can create a focus. Now we can find a focus. The focus, of course, is your intention. Out of that focus, we have to have a locus. We have to have a place where that reality can occur. So here becomes the biggest problem in creating reality. Is that reality available to you? Can you create that reality where you are? Is it possible for that reality to become into being in your local reality? The one that you exist in, the one that has hard definition, hard particles, and is no longer just a wave function of your mind. So the locus and the focus become critical to creating reality. Number 7, now the tricky part. Creativity is the last item on this list, but it's actually the first item. It's a trick I use starting at the end and working my way backwards. In this case, we do both ends of the equation. We use creativity at the very beginning in the idea that we're forming, in the imagination. In zero reality, we pull in everything and anything we can imagine to create our reality. And then, using the steps I've outlined, the probability of you creating your reality will be much greater. And that's all reality that we can create is one that has a high probability and one that has a high energy. Those two things, plus your imagination, plus your focus, plus your ability to hold it in mind, mindfulness, will result in the possibility that you can create your own reality.